Picture this. For years, Tesla has been the name everyone associates with electric cars. Elon Musk, flashy launches, futuristic designs. Tesla has dominated the conversation and grabbed headlines like no other. But here's the thing most people don't realize. Tesla's monopoly on attention doesn't mean a monopoly on innovation. And behind the scenes, a storm has been brewing, one that could completely upend the balance of power in the EV world. Because while Tesla was busy showing off Cybertrucks and self-driving demos, Toyota was moving quietly in the shadows. And if history tells us anything, it's that Toyota doesn't make a move unless it's calculated, tested, and almost guaranteed to succeed. Remember the Prius? Everyone laughed when it launched in the late 90s, but 2 decades later, it became the face of hybrid technology and sold millions. Toyota has built its empire not by rushing, but by waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And that moment may just be 2025. So why is Tesla nervous? Simple. For the first time, there's a competitor that not only has the financial muscle and global manufacturing power, but also the trust of millions of drivers across generations. While Tesla's reputation relies heavily on hype and cult-like fandom, Toyota's is built on decades of reliability, affordability, and reach. That matters because when seniors, families, and everyday drivers decide on their next car, many of them will choose the brand they've trusted for years. But here's the kicker. Toyota hasn't just been sitting on the sidelines. They've been pouring billions into battery technology, quietly building partnerships, and refining designs that target the everyday driver, the exact market Tesla often overlooks. If Tesla is the loud, flashy tech disruptor, Toyota is the silent architect, and right now, they're about to roll out a blueprint that could make Tesla's dominance look fragile. And there's another hidden factor. The market itself has changed. In 2025, buyers aren't just asking, how fast can it accelerate? They're asking, can I afford it? Is it safe? Can it last me 15 years without breaking down? And guess what? Those questions happen to be Toyota's specialty. Tesla might still be the king of hype, but when you peel back the curtain, cracks are starting to show. Production delays, quality complaints, rising prices, and increasing competition from China. And all the while, Toyota has been patiently waiting with something big up its sleeve. So what exactly is Toyota planning? And why are insiders saying this could be the Prius moment all over again, but even bigger? Here's something most people don't know. While Tesla's every move gets blasted across headlines, Toyota has been running an entirely different playbook, one built on silence, patience, and precision. They've been preparing for years, and if you look closely, the signs were always there. Think back to the hybrid revolution. In the late 1990s, Toyota launched the Prius, and almost every automaker laughed. Who would want a car that was part electric, part gas, and looked like a science experiment? But here's what Toyota knew. The world wasn't ready to go fully electric yet. People needed a bridge. They needed proof that alternative drivetrains could work. Fast forward, and the Prius sold over 15 million units worldwide, cementing Toyota as the leader in eco-friendly vehicles. That wasn't luck. That was strategy. Now Toyota is using the same quiet, disciplined approach with EVs. Instead of rushing to launch dozens of flashy models, they've been investing billions into solid-state battery technology, the kind of breakthrough that could rewrite the rules of the EV market. These batteries promise faster charging, longer range, and greater safety. If Tesla is still struggling with lithium-ion issues, Toyota is planning to leapfrog entirely. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Toyota hasn't put all its eggs in one basket. They've built a global supply chain that's almost impossible to match. Factories in Japan, the US, Europe, and beyond give them reach that Tesla simply doesn't have. When Toyota launches an EV, it won't just be for tech enthusiasts in California. It will be for families in Ohio, retirees in Florida, commuters in London, and taxi drivers in Tokyo. They're preparing for global domination, not niche disruption. Another hidden weapon? Trust. Tesla fans might be loyal, but the average driver still worries about reliability, build quality and service. Toyota has spent decades building a reputation as the brand that never breaks down. For seniors, families, and practical buyers, that reputation is gold. When Toyota says their new EV can last 300,000 miles, people will believe it. And they've been testing the waters carefully. Instead of rushing out undercooked EVs, Toyota expanded its hybrid lineup, giving engineers real-world data on batteries, efficiency, and driver behavior. Every Camry hybrid, RAV4 hybrid, and Corolla hybrid you see on the road today is part of Toyota's long game. It's not procrastination, it's preparation. Now, as 2025 approaches, insiders are whispering that Toyota's secret EV project could be the game changer. We're talking about vehicles that combine Toyota's bulletproof reliability with cutting-edge battery tech and the kind of affordability that puts EVs within reach of millions who could never afford a Tesla. So what exactly makes this EV different? What's hiding under the hood, or more accurately, inside the battery, that Tesla can't touch? When most people think of EV technology, they picture big lithium-ion batteries, the same type that powers laptops and smartphones. That's Tesla's game, scaling up lithium-ion cells, stringing thousands together, and optimizing them with clever software. But Toyota's secret EV doesn't just play that game, it changes it. The magic word? Solid-state batteries. For years, this has been the holy grail of electric vehicles. Smaller, lighter, safer, and vastly more efficient than traditional lithium-ion. Instead of using liquid electrolytes, which can overheat and degrade over time, solid-state batteries use a solid electrolyte. This one shift brings huge advantages. Faster charging. Imagine going from empty to 80% in just 10 minutes. Faster than your morning coffee run. Longer range. Some reports suggest Toyota's prototypes could travel over 600 miles on a single charge. That's nearly double what most Teslas can manage today. Greater safety. No flammable liquids mean less risk of fires. A nightmare scenario that has haunted EV makers for years. Now here's why Tesla is sweating. Elon Musk himself has admitted that solid-state is the future, but Tesla isn't close to mass production. Toyota, on the other hand, has been quietly patenting technologies, testing prototypes, and setting up supply chains that hint they might be ready for prime time in 2025. But it's not just the batteries. Toyota is also focusing on accessibility and simplicity. While Tesla fills its cars with massive touchscreens and software updates, Toyota understands that not everyone wants to learn a whole new tech ecosystem just to change the radio station. Their EV interiors are rumored to emphasize clarity. Big physical buttons where it matters, simple displays, and ergonomics that feel familiar to drivers of all ages. That's a deliberate choice, because Toyota isn't just chasing tech enthusiasts, they're targeting everyone. And then there's cost. Solid-state batteries are expensive now, but Toyota's global scale means they can manufacture at prices Tesla simply can't match. Remember, Toyota sells over 10 million vehicles per year worldwide. If even a fraction of those become EVs with solid-state batteries, economies of scale will drive prices down. For the average buyer, that means affordable EVs that don't compromise on range or reliability. One more overlooked advantage: Toyota's dealer network. Tesla has always pushed direct-to-consumer sales, which sounds futuristic, but it limits service options. Toyota has thousands of service centers worldwide. That means when a Toyota EV rolls out, buyers won't worry about "where do I get this fixed?" They'll already have a trusted local dealer. For seniors, families, and anyone outside big cities, that's peace of mind Tesla can't provide. So under the hood, Toyota's EV is more than just a car. It's a carefully engineered strike at Tesla's weakest points: charging, range, affordability, and service. But here's the million-dollar question. Why can't Tesla compete head-to-head with this strategy? What's holding Elon Musk back from matching Toyota's play? On the surface, Tesla looks unstoppable. It dominates EV sales in the US, has legions of die-hard fans, and enjoys constant media attention. But beneath that shiny exterior, there are cracks. Cracks that Toyota is perfectly positioned to exploit. Let's start with scale. Tesla sells about 1.8 million cars a year. Impressive? Sure. But Toyota? Over 10 million vehicles worldwide every year. That's 5 times Tesla's volume. And it means Toyota can launch a global EV rollout overnight in ways Tesla simply can't. When Toyota introduces its secret EV in 2025, it won't just be in California or a handful of European cities. It'll hit markets across Asia, North America, and Europe simultaneously. Tesla doesn't have the factories, supply chain, or workforce to compete at that level. Then there's price. Tesla has quietly been raising prices on its vehicles. Even the affordable Model 3 often stretches beyond $40,000 once you factor in upgrades. Toyota knows this. Their strategy has always been about value for money. If Toyota can deliver a solid-state EV with 600 miles of range at $30,000, $35,000, Tesla's pricing model crumbles. Everyday buyers, seniors, families, commuters will flock to Toyota. But Tesla's biggest weakness might not be cost or scale. It's reliability. Tesla owners have complained for years about inconsistent build quality, misaligned panels, faulty paint, rattles, and glitches in software updates. While early adopters tolerate it, the mass market doesn't. Toyota, on the other hand, built its empire on the promise that your car will just work, day after day, year after year. If Toyota delivers that same reliability in EVs, it will be game over for Tesla in the mainstream market. And let's not ignore infrastructure. Tesla boasts about its supercharger network, but guess what? Governments worldwide are rapidly expanding open charging stations. Toyota doesn't need to build its own network. It can leverage the infrastructure that's already scaling up. Once ultra-fast chargers become as common as gas stations, Tesla's one big advantage fades into the background. Finally, there's brand trust. Elon Musk is both Tesla's biggest asset and its biggest liability. His bold statements generate buzz, but they also generate controversy. Seniors, families, and cautious buyers don't necessarily want to gamble on a company tied so closely to one unpredictable personality. Toyota, by contrast, carries an image of stability, tradition, and trust. When your family or your independence is on the line, many will choose quiet reliability over risky innovation. So here's the bottom line. Tesla may have the flash, but Toyota has the foundation. And when Toyota unveils its secret EV in 2025, it could expose just how fragile Tesla's dominance really is. But what exactly is this EV? And how could it reshape the entire automotive market? Not just Tesla, but every competitor fighting for the future. Here it is. The moment everything connects. Toyota's secret EV project isn't just another car launch. It's the kind of industry shift we've seen only a few times in history. Think back to when Ford rolled out the Model T, when Toyota launched the Prius, or when Tesla introduced the Model S. Each moment changed the game, and 2025 could be Toyota's turn. What makes this so groundbreaking? It's the combination of technology, trust, and timing. Toyota's rumored solid-state EV won't just edge out Tesla in one area. It could dominate across the board. Imagine an affordable EV that charges in 10 minutes, lasts 600 miles, and carries Toyota's stamp of reliability. Suddenly, EV ownership isn't just for tech enthusiasts or the wealthy. It's for everyone: seniors, commuters, families, rural drivers. This isn't about luxury. It's about mass adoption. And that's the real threat to Tesla: scale. Toyota has the global reach, the production capacity, and the dealer network to make EVs mainstream in ways Tesla simply can't. When millions of drivers who never considered an EV suddenly see one that's affordable, practical, and backed by Toyota, the ripple effect could change the entire market. Think about the domino effect. Competitors panic. Ford, GM, Hyundai, Volkswagen, all scrambling to catch up. Governments accelerate. With a practical EV option available, pressure mounts to phase out gas cars faster. Tesla adapts, or stumbles. Without a solid-state breakthrough of its own, Tesla risks looking like yesterday's news. But the biggest impact isn't just on the industry. It's on people. Seniors who thought EVs were too complicated suddenly see something accessible. Families worried about range anxiety now see a solution. Everyday drivers who trust Toyota's name finally have a reason to make the switch. This isn't just about selling cars. It's about reshaping how the world drives. Of course, there are still questions. Can Toyota mass-produce solid-state batteries at scale? Will costs truly come down? Will Tesla respond with its own surprise innovation? Nobody knows for certain. But one thing is clear. For the first time in years, Tesla isn't the one setting the agenda. Toyota is. And that's the twist dealers and pundits don't want to admit. The EV war of 2025 won't just be about flashy headlines. It will be about which company can deliver trust, reliability, and practicality to the masses. And on those fronts, Toyota has been preparing for decades. So the next time you hear Elon Musk on stage promising the future, remember, there's another giant waiting in the wings. Quiet, patient, and ready to change everything.